Fox News contributors Leo Terrell and Sara Carter. I wish they could have found two people who have opinions and who can express themselves. But we will make do with both of you. Now, look,
we will do it.
I find, Leo, you're Californian. I'm a native Los Angelina. We know that, in fact, what we're hearing now from the left about diversity and inclusion, it's all virtue signaling, and they don't want that. We see the racism, we see the bigotry that emanates from the Democrats and from the far left, clearly. Do you think this is what they expected, and why do you think they're not even trying to hide their upsetness about this? Sara, excellent points from Leo in that, you've got a dynamic where these Democrats, say that they're all for, they champion all these people. And it's those individuals you got to watch out, because if the Democrats say that they love you and they're all for you, bad things are going to happen. And this is what the situation is. Now they're faced with having to deliver, and maybe it's the wrong kind of people, or they just really didn't mean it and they didn't expect to get caught. Because don't you see the compassion is actually on the border with the Republicans in the red states, genuinely wanting, the quality of life to improve for everyone?
Oh, absolutely. And you're right about that when it comes to the Democrats. Look, the federal government has utterly failed when it comes to securing our border. And Governor Greg Abbott is doing what's in his purview to do. Look, these people are not being forced to go to Chicago. They are not being forced to go to New York. This is where they want to go. They have family members there. They have access there. They know that these sanctuary cities are going to provide them hotels and food stipends and possible housing in the future. So they're making their decision after they are already processed, Tammy, by Border Patrol. Once they're processed by Border Patrol, they're asked, where do you want to go? Some of them say Chicago, some of them say New York. I hear right now from sources that there will be buses heading to your former home state of California as well. And I'm sure we're going to hear them angry. But Leo brought up a really great point, and so did you. You said, we were talking about the amount of murders. Let's just think about that. 797 murders in the city of Chicago in 2021.
Oh, my goodness.
If anything,
in just that city.
Lori Lightfoot, the mayor, should be ashamed of those homicides. And over 3,500. Yeah. 500 shootings. Think about that. So this is a very serious crisis in our democratic cities, and they support Biden's open border policy.
Let me just say, for Leo getting the last word in here, is that these are people who say that you've got to pay more taxes. People in those cities vote for these people. Right. They vote for de Blasio. They vote for Lightfoot. They don't recall, Gavin Newsom. And they think that this is what they want. And then suddenly this stuff begins to happen, and if you're going to be getting buses in Los Angeles or in Southern California, there's already a crime problem. The messaging seems to be this is a free-for-all, and even the migrants' lives are going to be upended and destroyed and made even worse. Here to end this on is that the forgotten man and woman that Donald Trump remembered and brought back as relevant and meaningful,
yes,
including illegal aliens and everybody who just gets lost in this horrible disaster. We've got to remember that this is humanity we're dealing with, and the Democrats have failed. Both of you, thank you so very much. More of Hannity right after this.